Okay. So we're live. Anybody out there that was wondering, we're here. Me and Ryan. Welcome to Minutes with Milo, show 46. That was going to be serenading and entertaining and maybe even kumbayaing. I don't know. Were we going to kumbaya? Probably a little bit.
So.
Yeah. But that didn't happen. That's okay. You know, our star attraction had something to do. So, and our not so star attraction lost his internet. He's internetless. Oh, listen, did you hear that? That could be something. Nope, that's nobody.
Oh,
So,
man.
it's just me and Ryan. I'm going to jump over here and make sure that we're pumping out to the internet. So, oh, there we go. We are.
I hear you. I think we're going.
We are live on the internet. So, this is just kind of a fill in where things fell apart. It's two of the boys' band. Boy band.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Well, we were talking about this. What did you call it? ASM?
ASMR.
OSMR not. What the hell does ASMR stand for? Do you know?
I don't know. Audio something.
Okay. So, Ryan, if you haven't noticed, if you picked up on any of the other shows, Ryan normally just has a normal, I would say normal microphone because it was so unobtrusive, I didn't even notice it. But now he's got this wing ding thing that he's got. You would put it up there, so you're not going to be able to hear it.
You're lying.
Hello? Hello? I told you.
I'm here. Hello?
Oh, okay. God, I thought I lost you there for a second. It changes colors and everything.
Yeah.
In fact, it's more entertaining looking at it than you, so you're in trouble. So we're talking about this ASMR thing where people get these really awesome microphones and then they do, in my book, silly things with them. I think one of the ones I'd seen is just where turtles are eating lettuce and I don't know, celery or something like that, and it's just things. Why would you want to listen to a turtle chewing and swallowing its food? But it's neat that you can, right? But I wouldn't watch it. And so you were saying that you might have to put that on your playlist, but you don't normally do ASMR things. Now that's not the same thing as people with real mellow voices reading something to you. And, no, they can't. That's not the same. That can't be the same thing.
Well,
look it up. Can you look it up?
What am I looking up?
I don't know. Like turtles chewing celery.
I know some people listen to it to go to sleep because it's really calming.
Well, to me that's beach noises or thunderstorms or rain or wind blowing, white noise, that kind of stuff. I just don't see.
Look at that, Robert Bradford.
Well, there says Robert. Robert, do you want to get on? I sent you the thing. You know, all that technical jargon. Do you want to come on and be a guest on the video live stream? Because I sent you the link. There's Steve Smith. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, sir. We were just talking about turtles chewing lettuce. There's Clell. Clell, I bet you listens to turtles chewing lettuce or celery. Just because. So, you said something about when we were talking, Landon wasn't going to be able to make it, that you wanted to develop characters for D&D, or
we could.
So, what was wrong? That insinuates there was something wrong with our characters before.
No, I mean, you could set one up that you want to play instead of me coming up with your character. Because in that one, everybody played as themselves, like they were a real person.
As themselves, right?
Yeah.
As themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, not with. As. Gotcha.
Did I say with? I hope not. That's
no. I was just trying to embarrass you. Did it work?
Okay. No.
Okay, all right. So Robert says he doesn't have internet, but he's on his phone. Huh.
He could call in.
Well, he could do it on his phone. You did it on your phone the other night, didn't you? While you were snuggled all comfy, snug in your bed.
Yeah, that was a test.
Visions of Sugar Plum.
But then when Landon tried to do it on his phone, it all went to heck.
Well, no, he uses an iPad. Something. Yes. An iPad. So, characters. Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Right. So you can develop characters. We all played as ourselves. Now, have you seen the movie that's coming out? I just saw advertisements for it yesterday.
I don't think I've seen the trailer.
But you know there's one out there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think, soon.
I mean, It's got like famous people in it.
Yeah.
So do you know the, shoot, I wish, Dungeons and Dragons Endgame or Dungeons and what's the name of it? Dungeons and Dragons. It sounded like it was just like a straight off the
Honor Among Thieves.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, is that like a pre-written campaign? It sounds like I've heard something like that before. Maybe it's just a combination of different games. Hey, I like to see, just as a side note, that your camera tries to autofocus on you some, like mine does. It fades out and then comes back to you.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I used to be able to manually do it, but I don't have the program anymore. So it just does what it wants.
Right. So Honor Among Thieves. Is that, like I said, do you know that's a standard campaign? Anything like that?
Anything about it.
I've touted you as the D&D expert. Why are you, like, throwing me under the bus like that?
I'm just here, man.
I appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
I just wish you were more the expert I thought you were.
That's okay.
What, you don't want to be everybody doing all Dungeons and Dragons, dude?
No.
Okay. So, there was something else I was going to ask you now that let me ask Clell. Clell, have you ever seen or heard of YouTube videos where they listen to, like, maybe it's a turtle, it might be a ferret, I don't know, but a turtle chewing or eating celery just as a kind of a gimmicky thing with a fancy microphone? Have you ever seen or heard of that? Damn, God, did you see? Can you see the chat, Ryan?
No.
Well, all of a sudden it just went from two howdies to like a big stuff Robert's throwing out here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was weird. He's just on his phone. His character drank too much mead. He was on his laptop. Chris Pine is in it playing a Brad is all I know. Okay, right. That's what I thought was interesting when I saw the trailer, was that they were actually showing what their characters would be. Well, I think Gatorade, I don't know. He may have had some stuff at Joe's. He said he stole that from Joe, so who knows? So Clell says never.
Never.
So he hasn't heard that. No turtle farts could be able to hear that.
Why not?
I don't know. Let's see. Someone's buzzing me here. It's the wifey poo. I'm trying to get her to get my stuff. I'm going to do this. Recipe. Remember, I don't know. Told you all about it. What was it? Mayonnaise.
Oh yeah,
Corned beef mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Corned beef mayonnaise. I can't give away too much of it because it's going to be yummy. It's going to be great. I'm going to bring everybody some, and we're going to try it. I'm going to videotape it.
I'm probably not going to eat it.
Yeah, you eat sour like Dupenglobbers or something. Whatever those things are that you eat that are sours and they're terrible. You could eat a little, mayonnaise stuff. All right, so Dupenglobbers. Yes, that's the ones. D&D characters. So, do you start out like...
What is the official topic of this episode? Because you're ASMR and then Turtle's eating celery and...
Well, we were talking about that ASMR stuff before the show started, and I thought it was interesting. And so I just, as people came on, it was like, man, what do you know about that? Or I don't think ASMR is the same kind of thing that I'm talking about, because you're talking about people that talk in a certain style of
I'm talking
reading.
About the genre of videos. Apparently, It's an umbrella term for anything that gives you like tingly feelings.
Well, that could be just about anything.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Let's see if there's anything out there that what I'm thinking about. Well, all right. So I just looked up something on YouTube, did a search, and it's tagged as an ASMR. Turtle's first time eating celery. So, cute turtle eating celery. Is there such thing as a cute turtle?
Yeah.
ASMR tortoise eating celery YouTube. So it is classified, I guess, in that same genre, as you want to say. Genre. I just don't see it. I just don't, things chewing and swallowing, listening to it, or eating, watching. Now I could see some nice voice that's soothing, reading a story that might lull you to sleep. Not necessarily lullabies, but I mean, you know what I mean, just whatever. But not that kind of stuff. That just would drive me crazy. So then you had mentioned the D&D character development. Mm-hmm. So, that's how I bounce around.
That's fine.
Just back and forth. So, as you develop a character, you did them.
Yeah.
Would you pick, what do you think the first step would be? I'm going to build a character. What do you think the first step should be? Is there like a template that you would follow? Well, let's decide that first, and then that helps you to dictate the next step. Then you could branch out from that. You could be XYZ. What do you think?
I use a website.
Okay. If you were on the website, what would you do?
I don't know. You
what's the first one?
You fill out your character sheet.
Okay. So Robert says male or female, and then race. I don't know if race. Is there like races that are better? Like Klingons are better than Vulcans? Is that
Yeah.
Is that what you mean by race?
Sure. Yeah.
So class. Well, if you were, you said I'd use a website.
Yeah, there's a website that gives you like options and things you can select from like drop down boxes. Makes it a lot easier.
So, do you think we ought to try to do that?
You can, but you have to make an account on a website. I don't know if you want to do that. because you're scared of the government tracking you.
Well, I don't have time to make an account right now. So, you think there's a free one out there we could just
Yeah.
like show?
Well, no, it's free, but you have to make an account. But hey, you know what? I'll Google.
You'll Google.
I'll Google.
Whatever happened to writing stuff down like on a piece of paper?
What is paper? What is that?
It's this, man. It's this. Here, hold on. Let me show you what you do.
That's a
All
freaking medicine advertisement.
It's paper too. It can be more than one thing. It can be more than one thing. They just want to trick
you into buying their medicine.
Really? Does it? Is that like subliminal? Now that it's imprinted on my brain, and I'm going to choose Nexium the next time I need some kind of whatever it does?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it's for.
I don't know. It's sinus medicine or something, I think. Anyway.
But the next time I need that stuff, I'm going to remember that name, and it's your fault.
No. Ask your doctor what the best medicine is for you. All right. So.
Maybe cocaine.
That is a nose medicine, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. You stick it up your nose.
Mm.
So, here's what you do. I'm going to be this. This is how I'm going to start.
Boy.
All right. Then we're going to go out from boy. What would be the next thing? And am I going to be smart?
Sure.
Or dumb?
I like where this is going. This is fun. Boy.
Robert says he usually starts as a good guy until he's had a few, and then he goes straight to a paladin class. See, I don't know these classes either.
I mean, there's like the basic ones.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna be this.
Okay.
How do you spell agile? Agile.
Agile. Agile.
That's right. See, I'm testing you. You're getting it.
Boy.
With wiry. I'm gonna be wiry.
Wiry?
Yes. I'm not gonna be bulky like Arnold. I don't want to be Arnold and lift heavy things. I want to be like Spider Monkey. Right?
Okay.
All right. See? Robert's starting to bring me down. He says I either have to be a warrior or a cleric or a wizard.
He's trying to boss you around.
I know. That's not usually like him. Where's Bear? Put Bear on. He's more lovable. Do I have magic? Maybe a little magic. I'm going to say half magic.
A little magic.
Well, see, look. Can you read that? I write small.
Okay.
I write small. So I'm going to be a boy. I'm going to be smart. I'm going to be agile, wiry, with like half magic. Ooh. No. Oh, is this a thing? Could I do this? Could this be like...
Small
Could I have...
sometimes. No hair, no smelly?
Yeah. Can I do that? Because you're fighting a dragon and they can smell you. Right? And like if you have hair, water drips in your face all the time. I just want to be the opposite of I am right now. What is that? What is the shiz taters? What is that?
That's my
friend. I like it. Shiz taters. I went to a restaurant one time and had 2 shiz taters, and damn, I was on my ass, boy. That was it. All right, Cheyenne. Hi, Cheyenne. Is that the Cheyenne we know, or is that somebody else?
That is a different.
Okay. Boo, we want smelly. Do you like I don't know.
I'd recommend
me and
you
Robert-
not ask her any questions because
Right,
you're gonna get the weirdest answers.
Was it Robert we were talking about? Who was it we were talking about today about natural male musk?
Yeah, I said I needed to put on deodorant, and you were
Yeah, we like natural male musk. Yeah, that's right. No deodorant, natural male musk. Don't wipe your bottom. Girls will love you. It's just like the caveman thing, right? All over
and
again.
we decided that's why my wife likes me, because I smell bad.
No, it was cat pee. You smell like cat pee. That's why she.
No, I don't.
What? Cat pee smells bad? What's wrong? You said you smelled bad.
I don't smell.
Okay. Anyway, let's get back to my problem here. I want to be no hair and no smelly because I don't want dragons or whatever smelling me. And
so you're completely bald, like no hair.
Yes, go ahead and say it. Like Will Smith's wife. Yes.
I don't want to.
Noprecia. What does she have? She's got that disease where your hair. She doesn't have any hair. What is it? That's why he slapped Chris Rock upside the head because he made fun of her.
That's why I'm not saying anything, because you never know when Will Smith's going to come slap the shit out of you.
Oh gosh, please! I'm tired of working, Will. Man, come slap me on national television, please. Please. But anyway, I want to be no hair. Can you imagine? I mean, you wouldn't have to worry about it getting caught in your bowstring. Nothing. Getting in your hair when the wind was blowing. Or in your eyes. You wouldn't have to worry about your hair getting in your eyes when the wind was blowing. So. And I don't have to shave. See, look, this is the reason this happened, because I don't want to shave anymore. I don't have a choice. If I don't shave, this is what happens. Right? So, haven't had a haircut in almost a year. This is what happens. So, if I didn't have any hair, I wouldn't have to worry about any of that. So, you don't think that that's a good character?
I think it's a
Cheyenne says, good old Willie slap. It's called bald. No, bald's only up here. Here and here and here and all those places, even down to your tootsies. No hair.
Aerodynamic.
I could swim like a fish with no hair. I'd be a Mark Spitz. Swim fast. All right? So, I'm smart, agile, wiry, half magical, no hair, no smelly, swim fast.
Okay, what exactly is half magical?
Well, I don't know.
Like, what kind of magical abilities do you have?
I have them all. I'm just, like, half strong. How's that?
Okay. Sure.
So if I rolled the dice and I was going to cast a spell of invisibility, I might be invisible from like the waist up. So maybe it's a curse. It might not be. It might not be a strength. It might be
that'd be interesting.
A curse. So it was like I said, if you half magic, meaning like I said, I'm going to cast a spell and make the levitate this rock so we could all get into the tunnel. And maybe it would only levitate it a foot instead of like the 5 feet it needed to. I don't know. Aragonia Rogue. What's Robert talking about?
I think he's talking about Elder Scrolls things. video
Okay.
games.
Make a fish race. Fish man. She's a tater. What about the power to turn invisible, but only while you're screaming at the top of your lungs? What we ought to do is test that theory and see how long I could stay invisible. My wife's not home, so I could scream as loud as I wanted. Maybe not. But that would be a good thing. I'm hearing angel music. Am I dying?
My kid's playing guitar. She's like trying to tune her guitar.
Yeah, well, that's cool. So you have like one of those little electronic devices that you tune it and it tells you if you hit it or miss it?
I don't know what she's using.
Shout, shout, let it all out. I can do it a little quieter now. A little bit louder.
ASMR.
A little bit louder now. A little bit louder now. All right. So is this a character? Am I developing a character?
I think so, man.
Well, you're not. I know you're out of your comfort zone with no internet website. But that's the way it would work, isn't it?
Sure. You got to come up with, a backstory, all that good stuff. All the good things.
Does the internet help you with that?
Sure.
So you could play D&D without a backstory, right? I mean, you don't have to have a backstory.
Yeah, but that's not fun. You got to be committed.
All right. So when we played the D&D, when does the backstory come into play?
Oh, I mean, it's just good to know like why your character is doing what they're doing. Why are they joined into this adventure with these other players?
Right.
Like, why did they end up at this tavern where they met these other guys? What's their?
Because I found a buried alien ship in my yard, and I wanted to phone a friend, and you wouldn't let me. Because you weren't prepared. You weren't prepared for
I was over prepared.
The phone a friend. I tried to phone a friend, and you said, "Hold on, what are you doing?" I said,
we also tried to get Robert to use his bow, but he did a leg sweep instead.
Well, the dice were not in our favor that night because I wanted to use my my dagger and my armadillo bell, and I didn't send anybody to hell with my armadillo bell.
The bell took me by surprise. If I'd known about it, that would have been a thing.
Well, we rolled the dice, and it just didn't work. I mean, we had terrible rolls that night. You have to admit that was not like the best, rolls, because everything we tried we couldn't do.
With like fully developed characters, and when you fill out your character sheet, you get bonuses for a lot of different things. So even if you roll a low number, if your stats are higher for that thing, you add to that roll, and sometimes it can make a bad roll okay.
So sounds like it's getting really complicated.
It does. It is complicated.
Yeah. Did I tell you I played Magic with my son? He tried to teach me how to do that. I about pulled my beard out.
That seems harder. Magic.
There was a lot of those.
That's why we're half magic.
Yeah, there's just half magic. Just make it half hard.
Yeah.
Just half hard. So, yeah. So, this is what I want to be next time.
Okay.
Now, look, you'll probably make it like a desert thing, and my swim fast won't be worth a hoot.
No, that'll be nice.
Well, you ought to just... So, most times in D&D, do you develop the character specifically for the campaign?
No, you don't have to.
Because it seems like then you would have to know something about the campaign. And therefore you could customize your character to like I said, if it was on the desert planet where, water was very, very scarce, you wouldn't want to be able to swim fast. That would be a waste of your time. But if I developed a character and had no idea what the world would be like, and then you put me into, a world, that might be, more fairer. It would be better. Do you think that's better? Or knowing what you want to try to do? Life ain't fair.
I think it's more fun, like if the dungeon master knows what character you're going to be, if they can create a story that would like utilize that stuff in really interesting and cool ways. It'd make it more fun for the. I think the biggest goal for the dungeon master is to get the people to want to come back the next time and play again. So they want them to have as much fun as possible. If they make it all like challenging and dumb, nobody's going to want to play. So like if you're a really good swimmer, we're gonna do Waterworld with Kevin Costner.
Let's see. Was he? Well, he had hair, so that wasn't me then. But he was pretty smart and agile, and he wasn't like overly fat or anything. So I'd say he's pretty much wiry. He didn't have half magic, I don't guess, but he did have gills.
Yeah.
And so was that. Most maps go through a variety of terrains and ecosystems, so everybody has kind of you might go someplace and be good and travel into another area and be bad. Swim fast.
I keep thinking you say slim fast.
Like I know it just made me think, if you could have a campaign where if you ate certain things, you come across a plant and you're really hungry and you eat the purple fruit, now you can swim fast, or now you can fart jettison to the the next whatever, because you ate this. As a dungeon master, you can say, well, now that gives you special powers, and it's good while you scream to the top of your lungs. So you could build in like special, plants or foods, or, you kick a toadstool and, you break a toe because it's made of granite or titanium or something. But that's not a character. That's your dungeon master thing.
Sure, yeah.
That's yours.
Yeah.
All right, so what would as I recall, he said Baird. Is that the guy that everybody likes?
Baird.
Kind of the con man?
You talking about a bard?
Bard.
Bard's somebody that's like high charisma. They usually play music and they talk their way out of situations.
So a con man.
Yeah, kind of.
Let's look at the A team. What?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Let's see. So the A team had the pretty guy. Then they had the smart guy. Right? The brains of the operation. And then they had, my pen's giving it up. They had the muscle. And then they had, what was the poor crazy guy that could fly anything?
I'd like to remind you that I am 33 and I don't know anything about the A team.
So?
I only know about Ninja Turtles.
Maybe I'm just thinking out loud. Could you not listen in on my out? Murdoch. Yeah, but what was Murdoch? What would you consider Murdoch? He could fly anything. He was the mechanical. He was kind of the crazy brains. Not really brains, but I don't know. I've lost my writing utensils. Now what do I do? Smart, muscle. And you never saw any of the A-Team.
Who?
The A-Team. Right? The people that you send when the shit really goes down and gets bad, you send in the A-Team. You don't want to send in the B or C or D. Right? You want to get your stuff done, so you send in the A-Team. A-Team. You never saw that.
I was born in 1989.
I don't care if you were born yesterday. You might have saw it on TV. There's a movie out about the A-Team. Just because you didn't live through it at the time, it's recorded for all prosperity to, for you to watch. You can, like this weekend, you could watch the movie. Then you could find out about the A-Team. Looney. Huh? Looney. I'm still hearing angel music.
Oh, God.
Yeah, talks people in and out of things. That's the how did I say it wrong? The Bard. The Bard. What was that?
The Bard.
You said it. The Bard. So Robert apparently is just going to hang out on his phone.
Yeah.
Steve Smith, Mr. T, right? He was the muscle. Mr. T was the muscle.
That's the only one I know.
The muscle?
Yeah.
What, you got a thing for the muscle man?
No, I just know that he pities the fool, etc.
Yep. Right. So Mr. T, love it when a plan comes together. Looney, Murdoch. Which one? Murdoch was the. I'm trying to put him into a class. So the pretty guy, he was the charmer. If he needed to get by some girl or something, then he did that. And then there was the captain, and he was the guy that planned the whole mission. He lined up everything they needed, and it went smooth because he was the planner. Then Mr. T was the muscle, and Murdoch was the guy that he was just an all-around kind of guy. He could do it all. When the van broke down and they needed to weld steel plates on the side of it and make it into a tank, they all worked together, and he would drive it. You got to watch the A-Team.
Sounds like a stupid show.
Well, that's not a lie, but it was very interesting. I don't remember when it came out. Did it come out in the 80s?
83 till 87.
Yeah. So, right. Face Man, yeah. So he was the pretty guy. Face Man was the pretty guy.
What was his function as the group member?
Well, he was the front man.
See, was he
pretty
the bard?
much? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because he was the one that went out and always. Well, him and the captain, they always went out and did things. And if you needed to go, let's say he had to pretend to be a lawyer and went in, he might do that. Or if he needed to be a playboy and infiltrate this group, he would do that. And then, what was the captain's name? You're looking it up there, ain't you? But anyway, that would be a good way to pick characters. What person on the A-Team did you most associate with? So, probably not the pretty face. I would say Murdoch, because he was just all around kind of Colonel Hannibal. He was a colonel, not a captain. Decker. Was it Hannibal Decker? Decker Hannibal?
John Hannibal Smith.
Okay. I don't know where Clell came up with Decker. But that sounds reasonable. It does. So, picking a character for D&D, you got to research and be somebody from the A team.
No.
Oh, no?
Nobody would ever play.
Just
Robert and Clell.
And me? And you're the dungeon master, dude. It doesn't matter to you, right?
Sure.
So I'm just trying to make sense of it all.
There's nothing to make sense of it, man. You're just, just having fun. Having fun with the homies.
Well, I know, that's it, but you got to come up with a character.
Yeah.
All right. So if we were going to make characters, would you suggest that we do it on the internet?
Yeah.
All right. So should we do that together?
Sure. Yeah. Yes.
So what if we take a United States Army colonel who tried to catch fugitives? Okay. So what if we did like a character we developed and then got together online and compared characters just to see independently? We did one, and then we would get together on a show and say, well, my character, this is what I came up with, and see how alike or disalike they might be. Because you can't have everybody be like a certain type of character, right? Otherwise,
I don't think it would be as fun.
What wouldn't be as fun?
If everybody was the same thing.
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
So, but I think it would be interesting to see individually what we came up with by ourselves.
Yeah.
As a character, and then came together. It'd be like if you were to write a menu for a week of what you would want to eat, and then come together and compare your menus to see, well, I mean, we all like meatloaf, or we all like potato salad, or we all
Yours
like...
would be like turnip recipes.
Well, that's what I had. It's not that I enjoyed, I think doing something different was cool. Right? So, but that doesn't mean that I would go out and specifically buy turnips, right? Just because, well, I've eaten different things. I was trying to think of one of the things that went out. I used to buy, what were those things? They were like onions, kind of like onions. They weren't ramps or onions or something like that, but they were something else. I wish I could remember that. And then for a while, I mean, like everything else, everybody goes through a little time where there's like, well, let's buy some avocados and we'll eat avocados, and you make pate and guacamole and you make all the stuff, and then it's like, man, I'm done with avocados. I don't want any more of that. Let's try, rhubarb, and then everybody goes through those little phases where you try different things and you eat them for a while, and it's like, well, I'm done with that.
Yeah,
like
sometimes I don't eat Taco Bell and I go to McDonald's.
Right. Steve Smith says leeks. I think that is the actual thing. Leeks. Yep. You can buy them. Lentils. Lentils are beans, right?
Yeah, that's pretty
leeks are something totally different. Leeks are almost like the onion thing. So I think that's maybe what we should do. Let me ask you this: even though it's free and you have to have an account, and you've used it before, could we each use the same account so we wouldn't all have to have a different one? But then we would be able to see everybody's character, right? Would that be safe to say?
What?
Were you listening to the angel music while I was talking and you just didn't catch it all, or you just I didn't make sense?
I'm bad at paying attention.
Huh?
I said I'm bad at paying attention.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
So, you said that we could develop characters online, right?
Yep.
All right. And it was free, but you had to have an account.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking this. If there was a way where we could have one account, not everybody would have to go in there and fill out all this stuff to make an account, and we could just come up with characters and then compare them. Could we all use the same account, or would that allow us? Would that be bad because then I could see Robert's character because he went before me, and he could see Landon's because Landon went before him, and or can you just what I'm saying? Could we use the same account, delete it, and then
I could probably make them all on my account. Like I could ask you the questions and you tell me what you want, and I could just make the thing that way.
How long do you think that would take?
I don't know.
Why didn't we do that tonight?
That's what I thought we were going to do, and then we went all the way around ASMR and.
Well, I don't.
But that just means I get to be on the show again.
I just I didn't you said we could do it online and you had to have an account. I didn't realize
There's
that
probably other things you can use where you don't, but that's the thing I use.
Yeah.
It's like the official Dungeons and Dragons affiliated thing.
Yeah. So I think Monday this was something I was kicking around because I know you probably didn't watch it, but last night was the premiere for this season of Survivor.
I did not watch it. I heard you talking about it at work, and I was like, I'm not watching that.
Have you ever seen any of them?
That's the guy that watches the A-Team. He's not good at TV, so I'm not watching it.
Have you seen any of them?
No, I have not. I don't have cable.
It comes on CBS.
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
CBS is a network station.
And?
You can suck it out of the airwaves, I think. It doesn't cost you anything. You could sign up.
Nothing in this world is free, Milo.
Isn't it?
No.
I beg to differ, homeboy. Get you one of them big fly tie antennas and stick it to your glass and hook it to your TV and pull in all those free digital channels.
I don't think I want to do that.
You're a fraidy cat, aren't you?
But what are
You're afraid that you'll like Survivor and you'll watch it. Yes, I might have to record an episode on VHS and give it to you. Do you have VHS player? Tape player?
No.
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 You got Blu-ray?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I'll record a episode on Blu-ray for you.
On Blu-ray? You're going to record some Blu-rays.
I don't know. What do you guys record it on?
We don't record.
Thumb drive? Thumb drive?
Listen, we don't do any of that kind of stuff.
Who's this we stuff? Anyway.
Just the people on my side of the world.
On your side of the world?
Yeah.
Let me see. Who's on your side of the world that I could ask right here in the chat? If they're still here, if they haven't given up on the sane people.
This guy, he does not.
Hey, you said you had like a dog. Where's the dog?
She's downstairs.
All right, so if Cheyenne is still here, Cheyenne, are you still here?
She's not from my side of the world.
Listen, don't be throwing everybody onto the bus. She's not from your side of the world. So you said you had a Blu-ray player. If I recorded something on Blu-ray, you could watch it.
How do you record on Blu-ray?
I don't know. You can't?
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Okay, well then I put it on like a DVD. I know that works.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so I can record it on DVD.
How do you plan to do this, Milo?
I've got a DVD recorder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, you could watch at least one episode of Survivor. Okay, so that way. Back to the whole thing. If I can remember where I was going before, I was thinking about Monday. My show might be like on a little review of what the premiere of Survivor, this season of Survivor, was about. What I think about it. Thursday then might be our song if we can get everything together again. Then maybe between now, so this is Thursday, a week from today would be the song, and then a Monday, following Monday. How would we do the developing characters off your account? I mean, is there 30 questions, 5 questions?
It's just different little categories that like asks you like what race, and it gives you a list of races that you can be with a description, and then it just asks you a bunch of stuff like that. I don't know how many.
Okay.
I don't know how many, Milo.
Well, maybe we could do that Monday.
Sounds good.
I don't know. What do you think? Because I kind of thought, but it'd be nice to do it individually and then compare, because that's what I'd like to see is how many of us would pick some of the same traits. You know, I'm almost certain across the board everybody's going to be a dude. Okay, since you can't play, because you would be a girl just because everybody else was a guy.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, you like to be different. So if everybody else was going to say, well, give me a vanilla ice cream cone, you may say, well, you know, I don't want to be like everybody else. Give me a chocolate swirl with strawberries.
That sounds good.
So, but I would think almost everybody would pick to be a guy. Where it gets funny is, you know, if there's categories like you said for, you know, muscle versus brain, or magic versus, you know, I don't know what kind of categories there might be, you know, physical agility, or, you know, those kind of things. What would people pick, and how close together would we all, almost like a personality test, except when you're developing your D&D character, what comes through is like, man, y'all wanted to be the muscle man, you know, or y'all wanted to be magical, or, you know what I mean? So I think it'd be interesting to do it individually and then come together and say, well, you know, you had really a broad spectrum, or no, everybody wanted to be the same guy. So we'll talk about it, figure out how we could do that, and then compare them on a show. Then we'll use those in a campaign. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Are you not talking anymore? Did I talk too much?
I'm here.
Did I talk too much?
Goodbye, Steven.
See everybody. Cheers. Let's do Robert Smith.
He wants to play too.
Be on the same team. Well, you're always on the same team. You're trying to defeat or have a common goal.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Closer to 30 than 5. What does that mean? Crickets left. Bad. Yep. My nad. Oh, my bad. lentils, leeks. What is Tokyo? I don't know what Tokyo
Where we
is.
ate today. You were talking about eating or something.
Okay. So, all right. I'm listening. Is she playing a scale?
I don't know. Who knows? The mind of children. It's magical.
Well, she's not a child.
Yes,
she is a child.
She's 11.
But she's, huh?
She's 11.
Yeah, but when you say the mind of a child, I'm in the category of like anywhere from 5 to 7, maybe to 8.
Well, your way of
She's
thinking is
preteen.
wrong.
She's preteen. I don't know. Maybe she's trying to. I think she's trying to pick up something. Maybe Clell can tell us. He would recognize it. So all right. Let's look at that. Trying to get some way we could develop our own. Then we'll get on here and compare and see what everybody comes up with. All right. We got to figure out when to get Landon in with our Armadillo love song. Murder ballad. It's kind of a love song, I guess. Have to get everybody up. Well, I appreciate you coming on when you could. I'm sorry we didn't I didn't know you were wanting to go onto a website and make characters.
No, that's all right. That was just a suggestion.
Yeah. So we were just rambled for a while. But you learned about the A-Team, right?
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm. A little bit. And we know about SMRs, CMPNs. You've heard that joke, right, about puppies?
Yeah, it's in a book
MR puppies.
I read when I was a kid.
I don't think that happened when you was a kid because you're only 33.
No, I read a book.
No, that can't be true.
That's very true.
The one and only.
Yeah, the one book that I ever read.
That you ever read.
Yeah, and it had that joke in it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've been on here apparently way too long. So
only an hour.
Oh, it's 57 minutes.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Me and you been on here an hour because we cheated and got on early.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll try to come up with a way to do that. I'd like to see the characters, what we all picked out, and then are you writing another campaign or are you just waiting?
I'm just waiting.
Yeah. Are the creative juices flowing and the wheels turning? You probably got some that you would just throw pieces together and make one.
I want to try to do it more like more of an as we go kind of thing. Because you can over prepare.
As we go.
Yeah, like we play. The players are the ones that kind of create the story. Like you can give it like the structure, but the players say, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to talk to this guy. I want to go back and see what this guy's doing. And that kind of fills out the story.
I'm going to ring a armadillo bell.
Well, there you go.
There you go. All right.
That would have been incredible. That would have been a great way to end that thing if I didn't already like write out the entire thing and shoehorn everybody into it.
It still was incredible.
Yeah, it was good. But the bell would have been awesome.
The bell was incredible.
Yeah, but it didn't work. Because I didn't want it to. I think I wanted to use the Fred Rocky. I think I was committed to Fred Rocky being the tool that saved the day.
Fred Rocky's not a tool.
He turned into a sword.
He's a good dude.
He turned into a sword and you killed the dragon.
All right, so we're down to one person. That must be you or me. But
not me.
Tell your friends thanks for coming and enduring it.
I will tell them to do it again. Look at this egg. It's happy.
You want me to show you what a real egg looks like?
No.
Okay. They're happy. Alrighty. Thanks for coming.
All right.
Alright. Wave your fingers at everybody. No, that's just one. Alright. Later.